Okay, well basically, I've not done a video for a little while, so first of all, hello everybody. Um, yeah, been busy, been making music and art, and yeah, um, existing, not just in this physical form. I've been doing a little bit of sleep and existing in a subconscious, unconscious form too. Some could say spiritual. Anyway, I'll be serious now for a minute. I'll try to anyway. Yeah. There's been quite a lot of talk. There's been building up, growing, carrying a lot of momentum on Sumerian history and the Sumerian tablets. You know, you've probably heard that phrase. If you haven't, you should have. Go look it up. It's quite important. Anyway, there's a bit of a buzz going on about that, and it's been increasing, and it basically is quite controversial because if you don't know, I'll give you a very quick crash course. The Sumerian tablets are clay tablets that were discovered, and there's thousands of them. A lot of them are no bigger than an iPhone. Funny how they're called tablets. And there's thousands of them, and they were discovered in Iraq, at Baghdad Museum, and amongst other places, ransacked by troops in 2000 and early millennium time, 2001, 2, 3, around them. Yeah, just after 9/11, of course. Couldn't have been set up to enable that sort of thing, could it? As a reason, because you can't just storm into someone's country and say, right, where's your museum? Where's all your artifacts? I'm going to take them. I mean, well, we've done that the whole of our existence as a Western country. And I'm talking, when I say we, I mean it's the Americans. No, Britain loads of bullets, America fires them. Look, let's not get into that, all right? Basically what I'm saying is we've always ransacked artifacts from the East or from, wherever. But in this day and age, you kind of get pulled up on it because, it's just not cricket, is it? Excuse the pun. More Commonwealth sports. Cricket, Commonwealth sport, invading Commonwealth sport. Yeah. Two of our faves. Basically, yeah, they had to have a pretext, so I think 9/11 was part of that. Anyway, no, we're not going to get into that. So, these Sumerian tablets were discovered, and they are clay tablets with etchings of a language on that was unknown, and glyphs, if you like, symbols. When deciphered, they speak of some very interesting things. They speak of a flood story. They speak of creation of a species as workers for this place we live on currently. So basically what these tablets do is, when translated, they echo stories that are basically what we've been reading about, preaching about, killing each other over, buggering kids over, that sort of thing, for thousands of years, known as religions. Yeah, I hate to be so patronising, sorry, I can't help it. Certain subjects, just, bring it out in me. But yeah, being straight, the Orthodox religions as we know them, main ones: Christianity, Catholicism, Judaism, Islam, maybe forgot it. Buddhism, Hinduism, Sikhism, whatever. They all have stories which these Sumerian tablets have too. Now, these Sumerian tablets are unanimously agreed to be older than all our Orthodox religious texts and stories. So that awkwardly, controversially says one thing, doesn't it? It says that the religions we have come from Sumerian tablets. Now the difference between Orthodox religions and the Sumerian tablets, you know, it's very easy. I'll have to go here. It's very easy then, and I had this debate with people to go, oh well, that means they're just another version. It's just another religion then. No, no. I'll tell you why that's not the case. In one basket, like I said, you have Islam, you have the Quran, you have also in this basket. I'm going to put the Bible and I'm going to put the Torah, Mahabharata, whatever the Vedic text. They all go in one basket because what they are the guidebooks, yeah, the rule books, the law books, the rules, yeah, you know, the parameters, you know, of each of the religion they stand for. Okay. In the other basket over here, you have the Sumerian tablets. Now, this over here, right, Sumerian tablets. These things were not mass-produced duplicates put into temples for people to go to or be dragged to and then bludgeoned with. Okay? I'll be nice. Preached at. You made the word. You call yourselves preachers. Right. The difference is, see, these Sumerian tablets are basically records. They're records. It's a diary. It's a huge diary. Okay. It wasn't thrown in the public's face. In fact, I don't think it was made public whatsoever. So, in order for anyone to call it another version of the religion, it would have to do the opposite of what I said it did. It would have to be widespread bludgeoned in your face in temples, you know, preached at you, but it wasn't. So it can't be called another version of religion. It cannot be. Basically, the religions we know of have just looked at history, real history, or history as far as these Sumerian tablets say and have recorded, and then they have built their dictatorship, religious, faith, rule book, law book. You'll do as I fucking say or we'll kill you by pamphlets. Right? So, you know, the Christians and Catholics have got hold of the Sumerian tablet stories and gone, all right, well, we'll take that bit there, we'll take this bit there, we'll rename that there, and we'll blah, blah. The Muslims have done the same with the Quran. I'm sorry, I mean, I really don't mean to offend anybody's faith here. Let's get that straight, yeah? I'm not meaning to be condescending. I'm really not intending to rubbish a religion, any religion, okay, or anyone believing in those religions or anything. But I have to be honest about how I feel and what I think, or there'd be no fucking point in me talking and doing this video with it, right? So, sorry but not sorry if I offend anybody in the religion. I don't mean to, okay? If you're offended, let's say you're a devout Catholic or devout Muslim watching this right now, okay? And you're very offended by what I'm saying, basically saying that your religion is just a biased rewriting for dictatorship and ruling reasons derived from these historical diary inscriptions on these tablets from Samaria. If you're offended by me saying that, because in a nutshell, I'm basically saying that your religion is just, you know, a fictional biased rewrite, yeah, of the apparent truth. If you're offended by that, then well, I'm sorry you're offended. Yeah, I don't want to upset you or offend you, but you need to do two things here. Really, you really do. If you're going to be honest to the bone with your bloody self, and come on, if you're religious, you want to be honest to the bone about stuff. Because don't you know what I mean? Yeah, you want to be honest, faith. Look, you need to see between the lines here. Obviously, I'm not doing it for those reasons. I'm trying to do this for educational purposes and trying to discover what, make it down to the fucking nitty gritty, yeah? So, see that, yeah? And see that even though what I've said you might not like, but I said it for a fucking reason, yeah, and it ain't to hurt you. And number two, well, just stop living in denial and you yourself see what I'm seeing. Okay? Because it's not like I want to see this. Like many, sorry yet again, religious people, they want to see what their book says, so they look for it and they'll put things together and two to make five to make it work your way. You read what you want between selected lines. I mean, and you look, whatever. Okay, horses for courses. I'm not going to tell anyone how they should live or think or whatever. But look, come on, right? If you're all about the truth, then let's help find the truth. Yeah. Let's just stop, living in denial and say, oh no, but I like it that way, so I'll leave it that way. I'm happy with Genesis being like that because, look, it's not accurate, okay? And if you care, and if you're religious, you should fucking care. You obviously care because you're religious. Then you need to accept the fact that there's more to it, and you should, in my opinion, want to find those bits that are missing. Okay. Do you see where I'm going with that? Can you see what I'm saying? Yeah, you're probably not wanting to agree with that, but look, it's the truth. Okay. Anyway, do what you want. I'm not going to dictate to anybody. Anyway, moving on. Now we've cleared up my intentions and my offence and whatever. I have a major problem with this Sumerian tablet thing now because it's the translation. Okay. It's written in something that they call cuneiform. And it's lots of symbols like wait, you know what? I'm just gonna show you. It's gonna be easier. Yeah, it was a language previously undiscovered or unknown. Loads of glyphs basically were they call them were seen for the first time, called cuneiform. Now it's been translated, and there's like the Epic of Gilgamesh, I think and the Sumerian Kings List are two of the most famous translated tablets or sets of tablets out there. And yeah, there's many of these things called cylinder seals. I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, you see this? I'm not talking about my stubble. I'm talking about this. Which way? Where's the camera? Which way? Which end's the camera? Oh, there's the camera there. Right, now look. This is a cylinder seal. It contains images of a person, let's see. And he has an axe in his hand. And he is carving a big griffin, like, well, four-legged. See that? It's like a four-legged. See the wing there, coming off its back? Look. And there's its face on a body, like a lion's body, human head, yeah, and wings. And the guy there, look, well, I can see this really clearly, is got a chisel in his hand, and there you go, there he is, and a hammer back here, he's making it. Well, basically, right, if you get this cylinder off my necklace, or you get a piece of clay, or plasticine, whatever, yeah, like that sort of thing, like a strip, and you roll this cylinder across it evenly, it reveals the scene I'm talking about. You'll see, you have to look at it awkwardly like I was over there. You'll see it all out. And nearly all, in fact, of the Sumerian clay carving, plaques, if you like, scenes, I don't know what you call them even, but they come from these. But I know before I knew that, I'd seen these famous ones, these famous Sumerian scenes, and thought, wow, they look like really big carvings on a wall or something, don't they? They look like I didn't know they were just tiny. They were tiny little strips of clay scenes that had been the result of rolling one of these across it. Right, amazing. Anyway, the whole point in what I'm saying about these is, for now, is that there's a very famous one, and it's one that is responsible, in my opinion, massively mistranslated, okay, wrongly translated, and it's responsible for the supposed evidence and backing up of the Sumerians knowing about our solar system and planets and planets apparently that we know about now, that we haven't known about for very long, and of course, well, this is thousands of years ago, so how did they know about them all the way back then? And this cylinder seal depiction shows it. Right, I'm going to find this cylinder very quickly. Seal depiction. Sumerian seal planets. Right. It's apparently oh look, it's showing the sun in the middle and it's showing the right, here we go. Here it is. Right. Now, go. And can we switch the camera around on this? No, we can't. So, no, we're going to do this. Now, here's a version of this is a result of rolling out one of these cylinders I've got. Now, up here, which is the fingers up here. You can. I'm gonna try and do this. This is really funny. I'm gonna try and do my shadow finger. There. You see that, right? Now I'm gonna get a bit closer. That up there is something. This cylinder is depicting these people on here talking. One of them's Enki. I'm not sure the other ones are. Enki is right in the middle there, right? Yeah. And they're talking about this. Now this has been explained as the sun in the middle and all the planets around it, and there's a mysterious extra one, which is Nibiru, the planet that these Anunnaki came from and came to Earth, and it's also proof that the heliocentric model is correct, and that's the sun in the middle. And right, well, let's just stop right there. Let's have a look at that. What is that sun in the middle there? Apparent sun in the middle there. It's got 6 points around it. Right, well, yeah, that that there is the Star of David, basically, or what has become the Star of David. Okay, now Jehovah, aka Enlil, okay, is the Sumerian heir to the throne, was the Sumerian heir to the throne, below his father Anu, and he obviously became the chief honcho. He's the one responsible for the flood. He's God Almighty, as we know, right? Now, hence the fact that his people, when he chose his 12,000 his 12 tribes, he's 12,000, 144,000 Jews. They were his people. That's when he had the pantheon of gods, Elohim, and he decided that it was going to be the first ever monotheistic faith, and he pretty much just got rid of them somehow, one way or another. The Bible, what does it say? When he led the Jews out of Egypt, there was I think it says something like, don't quote me on all this because I'm not, I've always been saying this is vague, but it goes along the line of something like there was a pillar of smoke by day and a pillar of fire by night, and that's what they followed, okay, whilst on the Exodus. Yeah, well, You know, that to me, he says he had some sort of like helicopter or drone or something, didn't he? Do you know what I mean? He had something going on that was like in the sky. That also is what parted the water, I believe. You know, you get a helicopter and you like the force of when you go over the water, you can sort of displace water. I think it's really possible he did that. Now, he was probably saying, you're talking about helicopters and stuff back then. Okay. Well, listen. The whole point in this is that people are talking about fucking extraterrestrials coming here and engineering us. So I don't think my fucking talking about helicopters or anything or little, little drones is quite that out there, is it, compared to your ETs? Basically, what I just showed you there with this supposed planets solar system diagram of Earth in the middle, of the sun in the middle there. I just Freudian slipped it there. I don't think it's that at all. I don't think it's that at all. They're now. I'm going to do something really annoying here. I'm going to be quite hypocritical and contradict myself a little bit here, because I really don't like it when somebody boo-hoos something and then they don't give you a fucking alternative to what it could be. Then they just go, no, I don't think it's that. And you go, what do you think it is? I don't know, but not that. I fucking hate that. That's unintelligent. That's stupid. That's frustrating. That's just annoying. I'm kind of doing that a little bit because I'm not sure exactly what that is. Right, exactly. I've got theories, but I don't think that is a star map. I really don't, of our galaxy. I really, really, really don't think that. I really don't think that is a star map. I don't think that. I don't think that's sun in the middle, and I don't think that the planets around it. A, because the planets are called wandering stars. They're not planets anyway. B, the sun is not in the centre. The sun is small and local and travels around us. Hence, hey, the sun setting. Look, come on, right? You can see the fucking sun, right, is small and close, and the earth is flat. Because when you look at the sea on a sunny day, right, or even at night when there's a full moon, you can see the way the sun reflects on the water, the flat water, because water always finds its settling point. It doesn't stick over a curve. Come on. You can see the way the sun shines onto the water and leaves a strip of light. The reflection is a strip. That any spotlight shining down on a reflective surface can only do that, leave a strip, if it's flat. If it's curved, think about a game of pool or snooker when you played, right, and the light above the spotlight shines. What does it do? It doesn't leave a stripe across the ball, does it? No, it doesn't. It leaves a spot. Because the second you have a curved surface, the spotlight will just reflect the spot. The second you make the surface flat, the light will stretch across, dissipate across the. That's proof. Okay, so let's recap. The sun, like on this diagram shown, that's not the sun in the middle. I believe that if they are showing anything like that, they're showing Earth in the middle, and that's why the Star of David's around it. I think those points connect or point elsewhere. You know, they talk about the four corners of the Earth. You know, the pillars, the firmament, the pillars, foundations of the firmament. You know. I mean, it's more. I mean, basically, the way I see the so-called planets, the wandering stars, they're all different colours, aren't they? And they wandering stars. They move. They're stars that move. Because all the others are in constellation, aren't they? They don't move. Okay. So what moves? Well, the sun moves independently. The moon moves independently, and then you have the wandering stars. They move. All the rest of the stars, the constellations, they seem to be fixed within, or above us somehow, firmament or not, whatever you want to believe. So it's a great big calendar stroke clock stroke GPS map. That's what the heavens are when you look up. I mean, you know, the sun tells you what time of day it is. How long the sun is out for tells you what time of what stage in the year you're at. The moon, the months. The moon shows you the month, where you are in the month. Okay, and then you have the stars, the constellations. They show you whereabouts you are on Earth in conjunction, because you have the centre, you have the pole star right in the middle, so you can always base yourself around where the middle is. yeah, and then look in conjunction, oh, well, the plough's over there, so that means, and it's about that big and that as well. And I know what time of year I'm at because I know when the moon's, the time of the month I am, and I know how long the sun's been up for, so I know what time of the year I am. That all in conjunction with where the plough is right now at night, I can pretty much say I'm here because you didn't have a fucking map back in the day. You know, naturally you wouldn't have a map. Naturally, and animals use this too, by the way. You know, monkeys, animals look up, believe it or not. In the wild. But yeah, you wouldn't have a map, didn't have a clock, you didn't have a watch, you didn't have a fucking GPS system, you didn't have a smartphone, funnily enough, hard to believe, eh? So this is nature's, or God's, the creator, intelligent design, great big GPS, calendar, clock map. Okay, that's what that is. I've been into this before, I've done a video about this before. Anyway, look, I want to wrap this up now for a 25-minute video, okay? I'm going to do a sequel to this, okay? The whole point of this has gone off onto, it's so difficult because there's so many parts of it. The Anunnaki, okay, our ancestors, the gods, whatever, sky people, those from the heavens came. Look, right, if they're labelled coming from the sky, yeah, they had flying machines. That doesn't mean they came from space. Think about it right now. If somebody visited you and you've never seen it before in a helicopter or a plane, you're going to see them coming from right fucking high, yeah? Right? Well, that's the heavens, you know, do you know what I mean? And if you believed and were sold the bullshit story of space, then you think maybe that came from space then, right? But it didn't. Okay, it just came from another island, another part of Earth, and came over. Okay, that's as much as it is. There is no such thing as space. They did not come from space. They are not aliens. They didn't come here to colonize Earth. The Anunnaki, as we know them, the god, they were bigger than us. Yes, the big bones have been called dinosaurs, and they've invented skulls and plaster, and most of them have been taken out of museums. Yeah, look, that's another thing. Look into it, right? Our ancestors, the original inhabitants of Earth, are giants. That's why all the massive seven wonders, the huge structures, okay, of the ancient world. The Anunnaki were giants. Our ancestors were giants. They wanted a slave race, just like them, making the own image, but not as powerful as them. Make it a lot smaller. Presto, human. It's as simple as that. Okay, people? It really is. Now, look, I don't want to sound like I'm preaching at you or anything like that, yeah, but I'm fucking certain of this. I'm certain of it. Okay? It's obvious. It's so obvious. Giants were real. They were our ancestors. We are little versions. The reason the flood was there was to kill everything off because some of the giants had just got too interested in us, especially our women. The human being little and, nonsense. A bit nonsense in it. And they got involved with the animals too because they were new and it was a bit fruity and it all got really fucked up. And